All right, guys, let's move on to our first section of ELA, all right? Our daily learning objective, I also put it on Schoology just in case, is today I will review the letter E. Repeat with me. Today I will review the letter E. Now remember, the point of these is that you know why we're doing this lesson, and I like to point at each word so you start recognizing the words, like our sight word, I, the, and then before you know it, the more we see it, you're going to be able to recognize today, will, review, letter. Those are words that we see all the time, and I try to make sure we point at them. There's a point, I promise. Just bear with me, you guys can do this. Another thing is just remember in the alphabet there's 26 letters in all from A to Z. 5 of those are vowels, A, E, I, O, U. We've already learned about A, we're reviewing E, and we've done the letter I. The other letters in the alphabet are called the consonants. There are 21 of those. Okay, so the B, the C, the D, the F, the G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. All of those that you may know some of them, you may not, and that's why we're going over the alphabets, are called consonants. Only these 5 are called vowels because they have 2 special sounds, okay? Just want to make sure I review that so you guys know that again. So we learned about the letter E yesterday. And E makes the sound eh, eh, eh. Remember, this is like, these are short vowels that we're learning from our 5 consonants. Later on, we'll talk more about the long vowels. Right now, let's just focus on these. So, they're special. We're learning about the E again today, and it makes the sound eh, eh, eh. Okay. So remember, if we looked at our friend here, the elephant with the lowercase because it's talking about the animal. He makes the sound eh, and Ellie, her name is a capital E and a capital E for Ellie elephant because that's her name. All right, so she can use the trunk and go eh, 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 or you can use 2 hands to help you remember. But just make sure if I say what's the letter that you say the letter is E, not Ellie elephant. The letter is E, okay? And the sound the letter makes is eh, eh, eh. It's important that you guys tell me that, not her name, all right? So, again, this guy right here, he has the instructions for us. This is how we write the letter. I just want to make sure that you guys don't forget. So we start always on this side. Whenever we're writing, we start always on the left side of your paper. And we start at the very top, the top line, come down to the bottom, and stop at that midline. Don't go past that midline. That bottom line. I always do that, huh? I will get it. Don't go past that bottom line right here. See how this line's just straight? That's our first step. Step 2, we go across. So we're going to go across the best we can and stop. Now, step 3, we go to our midline. Our midline's right here in the middle. And we're going to do a line as well, just to match the one on the top. Okay? Then we go to the bottom, and we're going to do the same. Start here and come up. That's our capital E. Then, to do our lowercase e, remember, we have to make sure we stay underneath this line, okay? So I'm going to go in between these 2 because it's in the middle, see? If I'm not sure, I could even trace it. So you guys have your little papers. This one. You could even trace it with your finger and say E before you start doing it so you remember how to do it, okay? So I go out. See how I went like that? Just like they did right there. And then we're going to go around and to the bottom. But stop. Don't close it because remember, it's an E. It's not going to be a circle. It's not going to be an O. It's not going to be anything that connects. It's not an oval. It's just an E. So it stops right here. Capital E, lowercase e, and it makes the sound eh, eh, eh. remember. When you try it again, finger space. I do too, just to show you guys, because your fingers are a lot smaller than mine. Always have to make sure you separate. A lot of you guys, I saw some of your sentences, and you're getting better. There's space in between them, so make sure you keep working on that. Thank you. Again, start at the top, down, back to the top, cross a little bit and stop, midline, across, stop, bottom, across, and stop. Capital E, and then I want to practice my lowercase e again so you guys can see it. Here. I don't go past that minute. I'm going to go up to it. I'm going to start turning, but I won't pass it, okay? I'm going to come back down, come back up, and stop, okay? Capital E, lowercase e. Capital E, lowercase e. And E makes it sound eh, eh, eh. Now, when we're talking about E, move these guys over a little bit so you guys can have room to see. E. We always try to talk about the sounds or words that are with E when we talk about it on the second day. So, Ms. Montoya helped me out, come up with some little pictures that we can use. So let's see. Our E, actually we're going to use this one so you guys can see it. Oh. There we go. I just need this one. Okay. So we're going to talk about some words that start with the letter E. And I'll tell you some words that don't, just so you guys are familiar with it, okay? So here's one. This is our E. A couple of words that start with E is envelope. Here, envelope. Another one is a very important American symbol, and he is our animal, or well, it's an American symbol, but he is the eagle. Okay, the bald eagle, but this one's just eagle. Don't focus on the bald part. And then whenever we write with our pencil on the end, we have an eraser. Okay, but does pencil start with an E? Eraser does. What about pencil? Let's write it down. Oh. Does pencil start with an E? It has an E in it right here. But it does not start with the letter E. The first word that comes out of my mouth, the first sound, just like we're doing in our phonemic awareness practice, is p, p, pencil. It's a P, so it does not start with an E. Okay, so this one's a no. Make sure I show you guys a pencil so you know what this says. So, not a pencil. What about basket? Basket. Do a basket right here. So they have a basket in the picture. And it has a wheel. More like a wagon. I'm sorry. Wagon.